Hello, welcome to today's episode of Unfolding with Kennedy. As you all know, I'm your babe, your host, Kenny Barnes. So today we have a very interesting, a fashionista, somebody of set today. We're bringing to you someone of very interest in the town of Mafikeng. Someone that gives us back to back. She's an influencer. She's a fashionista. She has her own brand, her own clothing brand. Like you can imagine. Yeah, we bring to you the one and only Mteigh, the brand. I'm sure you've been seeing people wearing a brand all around, and she's also wearing a brand today. She's known for a clothing line in Mafikeng and the whole South Africa. Welcome Mteigh to this show.
Hey, hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so today we want you to tell us more about you. Tell us about Mteigh.
Alright, first, I would like to say thank you so much for having me. I appreciate this so much. My name is Mteigh, also known as Mteigh Tlhalepe. I was born in Kimberley in Vergenoeg, Sigularo Street. Then came to Mafikeng when I was doing my grade 2. So I grew up here. So I can speak Setswana fluently than Afrikaans. So when I tell people that I was born in Kimberley, they want to start speaking Afrikaans. I'm not that good with Afrikaans. I just speak basic Afrikaans. So yeah. That's where I am. Grew up in Mafikeng. That's where I started my career. Then, went to Pretoria in 2012. That's where I started off with fashion and styling people. And then years later, decided to start my clothing brand. But in between, I was doing a lot of things because, hey, that's why I call myself Mteigh the Hustle Princess.
You're an inspiration to so many people, especially even me.
Thank you. You're also inspiring me.
So let's get started. Our first question today is: if your life were a movie, what genre would it be and why?
Okay, I'm not really, a movie type of person. I don't, but, there's this other series that a friend of mine once, made me watch. The series was called The Bold Type. So, the reason why my friend made me watch that movie is that she's like, you never concentrate when we're watching a movie. So I'm going to get a movie that I know definitely you're going to focus. I'm like, okay, what's that? But she's like, okay, it's a series. I'm like, a series? It means I'm going to sit here for hours again when I can't even watch a movie for an hour. She's like, no, trust me, you're going to like it. So we were watching The Bold Type. So The Bold Type is about, fashion. The company was running, a magazine. I forgot the name of the main actress. So the main actress was the CEO. Oh, that lady can dress well.
Wow.
Oh, that lady can dress well. Please, if you're in the corporate world, you're looking for, you want to change your wardrobe, check the movie The Bold Type. Yeah, so the CEO of the company dresses very well.
And that inspired you. And
yes, definitely. Even the employees, it's like, they're always up to date. Yes.
Yeah, moving on to the next. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you on stage and in front of a camera?
Embarrassing. I'm gonna have to think about it because I'm one person when I'm at work, I will, get the rules of what we need to do and obey to the rules. So it's rare for me to have embarrassing moments. Have I? Was it embarrassing? Okay, but, what happened was this one time we were shooting a drama series in Randburg. So with the company now behind the scenes, they were trying to, iron our clothes using steam iron. So what happened is the steam iron, because, we were working on time and, they were running out of time. I was already wearing the dress. So they had to steam iron the dress while I'm wearing the dress. So they sort of like burned my, my petite. But
so how did you go about that? How were you able to handle the situation?
It was a bit hectic. It was painful because, it was not just, a little so it was something a bit big.
But everything is fashion.
Yes.
That can also actually be a fashion, like, okay, it's a born clothes, it's in vogue.
Yeah.
So how were you able to?
So what happened is the dress was not burned. So my skin was burned. So the heat went through.
Now I get it.
You get it, yeah.
Wow.
So I was not fine. I had to pretend the whole set that I was fine.
Okay.
But luckily,
I just tried to come a clothes on you. Is it like how it's done backstage? Because when people work. Okay, we forget to say that you're an influencer.
Yes.
You go on stage, you do modeling, right?
Yes.
You were once
an actress.
An actress?
Yes.
Okay. And then you were doing runway in Johannesburg,
yes.
Joburg. Yeah, okay. So this happened when you were at Joburg.
No, I was in Yes, it was in Joburg and Randburg. So at this time we were shooting a drama series. So I was an actress at that time.
Okay.
So we had to continue shooting, but then now they needed to iron our clothes first. So the director on set was, he was like, guys, we're running out of time. Please finish. So I was like, okay, let me maybe wear the dress. If I wear it, maybe it will look different. So they're like, no, we need to iron it. So when they tried to iron it at the back, it burned my butt.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that must be very, embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I got over it. At least they helped me. They had to go buy me something, an ointment that I had to use after. So yeah, but I still have a scar from.
So there hasn't been any, experience while you were on the stage, something happened, like maybe you were, like in front of the camera and something happened. That has never happened to you before.
No. No, not that I can think of one. No, I can't remember if there was. No. So I'll say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you share a juicy behind the scenes story from your career that fans might not know about?
Okay, so I was also once an extra actress for Rhythm City. So I was an extra. I was on extra. Yeah, they call us actresses. Yeah. So what happened is our role was including Sabelo and this other. I can't remember well the name of the lady that was also on set, but she was also one of the main actresses. So my role, I was with a guy that I had to flirt with, but somehow I don't know what happened, but me and Sabelo, we end up, looking at each other.
Okay.
No, we were just looking at each other.
All right.
He looked, I looked, and we sort of like clicked. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm seeing things. When you are working behind, or not even behind the scenes, when you're shooting something for TV, you won't think, someone who's a main actor will be, into you. So the coincidence here is now I found out later that Sabelo, me and him, we stay in the same apartment in Midrand.
Okay, so you never met before?
No, we never met before.
You mean same building, not same apartment?
No, it was same building, not same building, but in the apartment. So the estate, we're staying in the
complex.
same estate.
Okay, yeah,
complex. Yes. So I only found out like 2 months later, but then I was over the low crush that I think I also had at that day. But it was nice. I was like, oh, okay. So you're looking at me, looking at you. All right.
So nothing happened.
No, nothing happened.
Want to share it on set.
Yeah, but when we met, he just said, oh, so I was also asking myself, where did I see you? So now in my mind, I was like, okay, I looked at you thinking you have you like me. So I think for him, he was just trying to recall where he saw me. So with me, I thought, no, he might like me, but no, it wasn't like that. For him, it was just where did I see you? So now that we're staying in the same estate, that's how I think he decided to start staring at me. So it was nothing big for him. It was big for me.
Yeah. Let's move on. And who is your celebrity crush and why?
Oh, okay. This is very funny as well.
To be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. So I used to have a crush on Official Mteigh. Used to follow him at his events when I was still staying in Pretoria. His manager is very cool. His manager is Rati. I'll mention his name. So when Rati Hampon always would be like, hey, come sit with us at the VIP. So I would always be at the general ed events, but always when he sees me, he's like, no, you can come sit with us. So Rati always made me sit closer to where Mteigh was. So, man, I got over the crush, felt like, no, they're just my homeboys, when I'm
Why
around.
You're getting over?
I think it took too long because, I used to post him and mention that he's my crush, he would view my status updates on social media and not say anything. So I was like,
okay.
I'm just there by myself, So he's no longer my crush, but he used to be my long-time crush. So my now recent crush is Reason.
Wow.
Yeah, so the reason why I like Reason is, are we flowing? Are we together? So the reason why I like Reason is, I always say tell my friends that one day when I have kids, I'd love to have twins.
Oh, is he a twin?
Yeah, no, he's not a twin. So he has kids with Good Love. So their babies are twins.
Oh, okay, that could happen.
Yeah. And the second reason is he has a tooth gap.
Oh,
yeah. So I find people with tooth gaps very cute. Yeah, they always have like perfect teeth shape, and their smiles are always very cute. But I don't think I'm too obsessed now with people that he's still a cool guy. The one thing that I like about him, if I tag him on social media, he will view. If I post something, he will like it. So he's interacting. Even if he's not there, at least he's making me happy. Thank you.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, we've worked at the same event together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
nice, that's nice.
Yeah, we have pictures together where he hugged me, where he invited me on stage to come dance for a song that he was performing. So he's a very, he's participating.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
But you still have to talk about it anyway.
Okay.
What's the craziest rumor you've ever heard about yourself? And how did you react?
Oh, that's crazy because it's a rumor that was started by someone who was a friend before. Okay, but he told me when we were still friends. Yeah. So he's like, no. So there's this other estate in Pretoria called The Blade. So I have a friend who stays there. Her mom bought a house there. Bought an estate there, if we have to put it like that. Yeah, bought a property there. So, I started going to Blade when it was still new. Before, people are now starting to go book there and start, having their weekend aways there. So it was nice. I think it was the first estate to have a lagoon or a beach, if we have to call it like that, in Pretoria. So everyone was excited about it. So when I posted that I was there, it raised eyebrows on people. So, apparently I had a sugar daddy that was taking me there. I'm like,
you have a blind.
What a cheap sugar daddy. Why would you take me to Pretoria? Why not take me to Cape Town? Why not take me to
fly you abroad?
Fly me abroad. Why must I? No, guys, please, no. So I heard of that and I just laughed. I'm like, okay, guys. But my response to him was, please tell them to get me a sugar daddy. And please, a very active one. And a very wealthy one. Not the one that takes me to Pretoria. Because I'd like to believe that he was also in the conversations. Why is that people were comfortable to tell him, to say things about me in his presence? So basically I was just saying to him, send the message.
And people, when they don't really know much about you, they start, carrying these rumors about, are you having a blazer? Even when I was in university, because people, they just want to know your story. And when they don't know that story,
they
will make up one.
Yeah,
and then, I was living, I didn't come from a rich home, but I'm a very hard worker. You get. So, at my 500 level, by year 5, I was driving a car because whenever I travel abroad, I have my handwork, I work, I braid for people, I do, things for people. I save, then I come back, I buy things there, I bring it back home. To my school to sell to students. I did that for almost 3 years. I was able to save money for a car. I bought a car in my 5th year. Oh, sis, Were they not saying
It
that,
was
no,
raising
this lady,
eyebrows.
no, she must be dating a blazer. No, she, we call the premier a governor there in Nigeria. Like, no, she's dating the governor, she's dating the
Wow.
premier. When I heard, I was like, yo, please, can you just give me the premier's number?
Yeah, please, can he come my way?
Please, you get what I mean? Because people, they try to, make up story, especially when they don't, or when, they don't really know you, they try to make up stories. And it's so, sad that it was actually the source of that rumor. Like,
was
very,
a friend. Yeah, but I'm happy that now,
you move.
He's no longer a friend.
You move.
Yeah, I moved,
On to the next. Have you ever had a strange or awkward encounter with a fan?
I wouldn't say I have fans. I have supporters.
No, you're big, sis.
Really?
You're big, It's empty we're talking about, It's empty, the New York babe. You have fans.
Alright.
You have fans everywhere, trust me. It's just that you don't know, because a lot of people, I know African, I know, a lot of people are looking up to you. You get what I mean? A lot of people want to be, like, let me just be like that lady. You get? We just, sometimes we forget whom we are. You understand? We try to, we don't know ourselves. You get what I mean? You might be like, no, I don't have fans, but you do. A lot of people. How many ladies have a clothing line? Zero. Aside you. I don't know, but I mean, the well known that I know that, because I see people wear your, brand everywhere. The pocket art, your t-shirts. Even the last time I was in New York, I was wearing your brands. You see, like, to show that I'm so proud.
That one made me happy, because I love New York, and it's one of my dream cities. So one day if you see me there,
So this is your fan. This is one of your fans.
So I'm happy that you did that. Thank you so much. I really appreciated that. It was a big thing on social media as well, because, I bump into people and they're like, someone was wearing your stuff in New York. It means you're going to be in New York soon. I'm please, amen.
Yeah. So you have fans. I'm one of them.
Alright, so what was your question again?
Okay, so let's go back to that.
Okay.
Have you ever had a strange or awkward encounter with a fan?
I don't know if this is strange, but, for me it was a bit rude for that fan to sort of, communicate with me in that manner. But when you're in business, there must always be some approach that you try to, or you must always have like proper responses for customers, no matter how angry they are, no matter how furious or, impatient they are. You must always have a way of trying to sort of calm them down. But on that day, I think it was just some sort of a bad day for me, and I was tired. I had a long day, because I walk around for deliveries. I walk in the sun. I walk because I don't even have a car. So when I get home, I'm tired. Like, the only thing that I pray for is to get very nice and, kind customers, but you can't have the same customers all the time. So on that day, this girl was just on no, respond to my text. Why are you not responding? You're not serious about your business. I'm like, okay, please calm down. No, I texted you. Like, those people where they'll text you and then start sending you question marks. I'm like, no. Relax. Like, I'm not only just talking to you. Please give me a chance. I'll get back to you. No, the lady didn't want to listen. So at some point I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I think, please text me when you are relaxed. For now I can see you are fighting me. I can't respond to the things that you're saying to me. Maybe, sleep on it. Think about it. You still want to place your order. Maybe, you'll text me tomorrow. I'm not going to respond to your text anymore, because this is not happening. I'm not going to deal with you. So I even end up saving her numbers as Miss Attitude, so that I must always remember who I'm talking to. So always when I respond to a text, I know what to say. I know, I must always keep the conversation very short.
And this thing with your customers are always right. Some customers.
It's very stressful. Some are just too much.
I
Some
know.
are just too much,
Yeah. So if you could swipe your life with another celebrity for a day, who could it be?
Hey.
And why?
What a beautiful one. It will definitely be Bonham Mteigh. I mean, she's always in and out of New York City. Rolling in Manhattan, in Madison Square, but it's even besides that, she's always in New York. For me is, how she's just, how consistent she is to her work. How every year is like she's elevating, there is no way
woman, she's an hard worker.
She's absolutely amazing. I'm even having goosebumps. Yeah, I can't get over Bonang. She's absolutely amazing. She's a hard worker. She's one phenomenal woman that I would one day love to sit next to. I've even had dreams with her, so that's how crazy I am with her. But more than anything, she's my daily inspiration. So yeah.
I heard she's from African.
Yes, she is.
We have so many talented
people in
women, men, great people from African here.
Yeah, they are doing absolutely great well in the city. Yes.
And they are making us proud.
Oh, shout out to you guys. If you're watching.
Yeah, what's the weirdest fan gift you've ever received?
It was shades. And also, a makeup palette of like shadows, but it was like only like 3 colors. And by then I was not, into makeup. I only started using makeup when I was staying in Pretoria. It was like 2012. So that happened, I think, years before I moved to the city. So I was just like, why would you buy me shades? Cause I have a very small nose. So with shades, I believe I need to buy my own shades so I can sort of fit them.
Your shades,
otherwise, you can't be buying me shades and then I have a small nose. The next thing I look like I'm forcing things, So when I saw the shades, they didn't even look nice. It was not a thing I can try and make them work. There was nothing to make work about those shades. And also the palettes, I was like, what? No. So I never used that gift. So until at some point, me and my mom were cleaning. And I was like, no, I'm not using this. Can you
give it out?
No, I think we throw it in the bin. Honestly, that's what happened. Because you know what's my thing with gifts and with stuff? It's also when I like gift clothes. I prefer giving away clothes that I also like. That I also feel like, yeah, I can still rock this. Although I'll be like, I can still wear it with this, but no. I like giving away stuff that I know someone also love wearing them and wear them with pride. With stuff that I don't like, we'll clean with it at home. We'll dust our wardrobes and whatever with it. But otherwise, I prefer giving people proper gifts.
Okay, moving on. Here is another question.
Okay.
Is it easy working with people around Mafeking?
Oh man, what a question. Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest about it. It's not easy. Point number 1 that I've noticed about people here at home is that we are really fighting with each other for such silly things. Things that we can really sit down and talk about as business people. And before I even continue, the one thing that I wanna, talk to you about is we need to be able to differentiate between friendships and business. So in friendships, we will be angry at each other for silly things that happen in the streets. No, nothing for us to worry about. We need to be worried about our future. We need to be worried about the people that we want to be in partnerships with, the people that we want to grow our businesses with.
Yes.
So for me, I'd always tell people that even if we are friends, Kenny, when I meet up with you, when we start talking about business, if you're late, I'm going to shout at you. We are not friends.
Hallelujah.
We are trying to run a business here.
Yeah.
We are trying to make money, and time is money. These codes will always sound very cliche and, sound like, I've heard that, time is money, it is exactly that.
Money, yeah.
I wish we really get the basics of this in Mafeking, before we even move to business. I'm happy that during COVID, everyone started a business. It was a good thing. But the one thing that I want us to understand is that we need to understand the basics of just being in business, which is being on time, which is, communicating. And you can tell me, I've experienced things like people calling me for meetings and, they're an hour late. They're not even communicating about it. I'm sitting at a restaurant. I'm going to spend my business money there. So if you're not communicating with me, what must happen? Am I not supposed to be sitting there and assuming things that, no, maybe we took really accident. No, maybe, no, we are not doing that in business. In friendships, it's fine. These things can happen. So I think that's the first problem that's happening at home. And the other thing is that people don't want to admit that they are learning from other people. So you're going to start a similar business like mine. And you're hoping one day you want to reach at a level where I have reached at the the secondary level of my business. And, at that time, maybe you're at like a primary level. But it's okay to come to me and say, look, man, I've started this business. What do you think can work? What do you think I'm doing wrong? So here at home, there's just too much competition. It's okay. I always tell people that there's a healthy competition. Well, my competition is Galaxy Bone. That's my competition.
Hallelujah!
That's the brand that's right now, because they are forever releasing things, and they're ever launching and launching. They're ever launching stores. They always have a new merch that's going on.
I think people, they need to leave Mafike and go and see what is happening there. I think absolutely. Because so many people I would say their mind are shallow. They are shallow minded. Like they see you as their, competitor. Like, you get what I mean? And it's not so. When it comes to business, okay, there was this lady, we were supposed to do a collaboration with, I was supposed to do a photo shoot for her birthday. And then, since this photo shoot, it was free. She wasn't going to pay. You get what I mean? And then I was there waiting for her. 1 hour, 30 minutes. She was not there. Then I called her. No, I'm waiting for at least why can't you communicate?
Because in that hour and 30 minutes you could have probably done
I cancelled.
something.
I cancelled. I don't work like that. I don't work like I put it in my policy. 15 minutes late we cancel you. Because you waste my time. I affect other people. You get what I mean? People need to be serious with business, and working with people. It says, if you're my enemy and you are bringing food for me, I would leave that aside. Let's eat. When we finish eating, let's continue our malice. I don't care. But let's work. Absolutely. Let's work together. But a lot of people, they try to put emotions into everything, and it actually, affects them, because trust me, you don't even know if it's a multi-million dollars project that I'm bringing to you. Absolutely. And then because you're angry with me, you don't want to take who is Kenny? You get what I mean? You don't want to come and even listen or whatsoever to what project I'm bringing to you. Absolutely. So many people, they are where they are because of not wanting to work with people.
I think, before, there's just a lot of things that I see that things that are happening at home. And, I'd always see status of people saying, Mafikeng is toxic. It's even deeper than that, man. Toxic is something else. Can we get to things that are bringing growth in our town? Things that, things that are happening, things that are helping us improve our economic development, things that are helping us improve our standard of living. These silly other things, we'll talk about them one day. They don't really matter. So the other thing that I've noticed is, because I'm very big on social media and I advertise most of my businesses on social media, I get business from social media. I get inboxes from people giving me jobs. So I want to explain this one that usually people will ask me about. And I mean, I'm not also perfect in this business, but people always ask me, how do you do it? How do you keep your brand so alive? How do you keep your business so alive? How does all these big brands, your Standard Banks, your Pep stores, how do they find you when you're in such a small town? And I tell people, I work on social media. So that's why I keep my
it's very powerful.
Yeah. That's why I keep my social media pages very clean. So you'll never find me, Kikwete a funny joke. Hey, people coming in my status, tagging each other and laughing. No. These things don't work. These things don't work. No matter how we feel like, no, it will give us a following. It's helping us to get a following. But, position your brand. Do you want to be a comedian? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be, a fashion person? What do you want? We need to know what you want to do so that we understand what you're doing. But you can't wake up every day and be writing jokes about people and expect brands to be coming to you. No. Most of the brands that give me jobs,
they don't want to be
they tell me, remember in December I won 10,000 from Standard Bank? They said to you, we went through your social media pages. We noticed how your brand is alive. We even went through your personal page on social media. You're always about your word. Remember, you are now associated to our brand. We need to keep the reputation of our brand very clean. So how we are keeping it clean is who we also associate ourselves with. So that's how we felt like we've got our winner. We think we're okay with this lady. So that's how I get all these deals. That's how I get all these gigs. People be like, you work at one event as an influencer, as an MC. I'm like, yes, because you guys are all comedians on social media. You guys are, it's nice, guys, we are all drinking. I drink. I've worked with alcohol brands. But, you can't be an every weekend, chasing on, no, it's not working. You need to be as disciplined as you can. It's fine. I would post drinks on social media when I'm on holiday, but I would post it on my stories. So they disappear. They're not like pictures that stay there forever. When someone goes through your wall and then they're like...
And then your what you post on Facebook tells people the kind of person you are.
Yes. Yeah. So people are always shocked, how do you get these brands? I'm like, there's a lot of people that work for big companies on social media. They'll never say it. Most of the people that, it's us, the people that are in the entertainment industry, that will always say, I'm doing this, I own a clothing brand called Mteigh. But people that work for corporate events, they will never say what they are doing. You'll always find them inboxing and saying, hi, I noticed that you're doing this. Even the guy that inboxed me for the Standard Bank workshop, it's just the guy that usually posts food. He would cook and post food. He would post pictures of his friends when they're out. You'll never think that
you'll never know who's watching
for a whole, for a whole, commercial bank. So for me, it was like, I was like, okay, really a lot of people are looking at me.
Yes.
So if you can, take care of your social media pages.
Thank you.
Not everyone will agree to it, but if you want to, please do whatever that you feel like works for you, because that's what they say. In defense, they'll say, no, I do what I think works for me. It's fine. Sharp. Do what works for you. I'll do what works for me. Whoever's inspired, let them be inspired.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next question. What is your guilty pleasure TV show or movie that you won't want anyone to know you watch? In a corner, kind of.
Like I mentioned on, the first question you asked me when I, arrived, or the first question you asked me. The guilty pleasure. Yes. Remember I told you I'm not really too much of a TV person. But I love, Storytime. So it's a show that plays on, Moja Love.
Okay.
Yes. So usually a lot of people, when I mentioned it, they're always very
What's
shocked.
it about?
So Moja Love is about people that are trying to find out from, they're trying to find out stuff from their ancestors.
So, like the mediums?
Yeah, the mediums. So yeah, the lady came like a medium. Yes.
They communicate with the dead people.
Yes.
Okay, I know the mediums.
Yes, I love that show. Yeah. If I missed it, I would want to watch at least a repeat of the show. So, yeah.
Why do you like it?
For me,
I never heard of it before.
Is it?
Maybe I'll go find out.
Yes, if you believe in mediums, if you believe in consulting, if you believe in, ancestors. Remember, we have people that we don't believe in ancestors. I'm very big on ancestors. I have dreams, even with friends. I would have, if I have a dream with a friend.
And it comes to pass.
And it shows that someone is a bad friend. I literally end the friendship. Yes. Because I strongly believe that my ancestors are trying to show me that person is not for me. Yeah. I even recently had a dream of a friend where we were being hijacked. So me and the friend were supposed to go on a dinner date on Wednesday. And I proposed that. So on Monday, I had the dream where we were being hijacked and people were shooting her car. So I said to her, my girl, we cancelled our dinner date. She's like, but it's Monday. You said we were going on Wednesday.
Your ancestors are not sleeping.
I'm like, no, my ancestors are not sleeping, my girl. I'm not going.
They are always on time.
Mine are always on time. So I really strongly believe in ancestors. I'm one of those. If I buy a bottle, so I'll give them a taste of what I'm drinking. If I bought it, even in clubs, I do that. If I'm the one that bought the bottle,
really,
not when we are gazetting. No, when I'm the one that bought the bottle, I'll do that. I'll spill a
so
bit of it.
They must have a taste. You want to get your ancestors drunk.
You know, when they do, but you know.
No, I understand. Even at the other side of the world, we do that also.
Yes.
You get what I mean? I mean, you know, the West Africa, you know, like, especially when they're doing prayers, you know, for brides and all that, they put this shinap on the floor to use to pray for the person.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe in ancestors.
Is it? All right.
I don't believe, but I respect people's
beliefs, yes.
and I respect people's religions.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Religion. So, I don't, you understand? I understand all these things. And I'm so happy, you know, your ancestors, they are not sleeping.
Yeah, no, they're not. Trust me,
they are always, you know, protecting you.
Yeah, they're not. Cause even if I know I had a dream and I wake up not remembering the dream, I'll kneel down and pray so they can help me sort of to at least navigate what was the dream about. Yeah, so I would, you know, always try. But some I do forget them. For me, it's a bad thing to not remember my dream.
Yeah, some people are gifted.
Yes, so I always prefer to remember my dreams. And, you know, I've even heard a thing of the people that are in the entertainment industry, most of them can, you know, can sort of see, can, you know, what do they say? They can be sangomas, they can be, so for me, it's a thing of when I'm around people, I can already tell when I'm talking to you that me and you, we don't, you know, we're not on the same WhatsApp group. Yeah. So, but always, if we're at work, I would always try and keep a distance. That's what I would always, you know, prefer to do. But yes, I'm very big on ancestors. I pray. Good. I'm the teen that wakes up at 12 and pray, wakes up at 3 and pray. I'm that kid.
That's good. My mom also, she's very good with things. When she dream, like, as she's waking up, that dream is coming to pass. Like, right there. You know, some things will happen. I have to call her. Mommy, did you see this?
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, no, I saw it. And then, no, I don't just want to like scare you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it, because our dream is always, you know, on point. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next. Can you share a funny or unexpected moment with your time working in the industry? A funny moment, unexpected or funny moments?
Okay, unexpected or funny. I think maybe it has happened this past Sunday because I was working at the All White event. So the lady that I was, you know, co-hosting with, you know, I tried greeting her and she, you know, didn't greet me back. So it was unexpected because I've met her before.
Okay.
And even introduced myself to her. So it was just.
So you greeted her right there and then she didn't answer.
And I was like, okay. So I tried.
Was she, like in town, like a guest or someone from?
Yeah, she was from a different province. Yeah, but I met her at the same town where she is from because I had a gig at that time.
But why would she want to greet you? I mean, answer your greetings.
I don't know. I felt like maybe she was also nervous because also when I arrived at the event, I was panicking. You know, I don't get used to working at big events. You know, although
you're a big lady. Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, my nerves. You know, it's always very nerve-wracking for me. So I just said to myself, no, it's fine. Maybe she's, you know, she's also panicking and then, because at some point, she finally, you know, I think relaxed and came, started asking me about work. So I was like, okay, I guess she was nervous, but it was an unexpected, you know, situation that happened at that time. And I was like, okay.
I'm sure you handled it well.
Yeah, no, I did. When I'm at work, you know. I mean, we are not friends. I can't be on some, no, you didn't greet me. No. Work is work. It's just like, Just think about
Okay.
you didn't
Like,
get me.
okay.
But she comes back, you're like, no, can you help me with this? I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what we do. Because we are at work, remember, we need to look like professionals. So we can't be acting very funny in front of people.
Yeah. So what is your relationship status?
Hey.
And what happened with your last relationships?
My last relationship was amazing. It was from a guy from Brits. His name was Mteigh. That was a very nice guy. We dated we dated 2020. When did we have the first lockdown? Was it 2020?
2020, yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
March.
So I think we started dating
during the lockdown.
Yeah, in January. And then the lockdown was the beginning of April. So he was I think that guy, yeah, he introduced me to a lot of things. Now I added to my list that now my love language is traveling, because that guy loves
that's
traveling.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that guy used to ask me out. He would say, let's go out for coffee in Melrose Arch. I'm like, no. Because with me, I'd always be like, hey, Melrose, I don't have money to go there. Because I've always been that girl that if I go to a date, I need to have at least, the money that can be able to cover the bill. What if the guy, his card declines or something?
It, at our other side, at our other, I don't want to mention this, we call it vest money. You know what vest money is? In case you want to get angry.
Yeah.
And stand up.
Yeah.
You have that money.
You are confident to stand up.
To pay.
Yeah.
Or in case, the guy just run out on you, like, just run away. Like, I want to go to the bathroom. Run away. Like, you have that
allow
them
money to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you have that best money. It's just few people that always do that.
Yes. So
a few ladies.
Yeah, I always prefer also going on dates, and, having my own money. That's why, my friends are always like, yeah, you always ask to go out on dates. Why don't you go? And honestly, why would you go on a date with a guy that you don't at least slightly think you might end up dating? I don't go on dates to go and eat. No. I love food, yes, but I don't go on dates to go and eat. No. I want to listen to you. I want to look at you. That's why they say I want to look at you, and we need to click. We need to have some spark when you start, saying the nice things to me. So I always rejected dates on going with Mteigh. And then this one time, it's like, please, I'm traveling to George. There's work stuff that I need to do that side. Can you please go with me? Because he knew I was working in the entertainment industry. So most of the time I was free. So it's like, can I please go with you to George? I'm like, to George? I don't even know where George is at that time. I'm like, George? He's like, yes, it's in the Western Cape. Yeah, it's like close to Cape Town, right? Yes.
Georgetown.
Yes.
Georgetown.
George,
okay,
close to Muscle Bay.
I don't know if I've heard of it before.
Yeah. So I'm like, how do we get there? He's like, no, we need to book flight tickets. I'm like, flight tickets? I don't even have, in my mind, I'm like, I don't even have a cent to fly. Like what? So I spoke to my best friend about it, Resego. She's from Kuruman. Resego, Innocentia, Geria, Jut. So she's like, to me, what? Why are you even thinking about it? Like, she's like, Ugila Bahama playing you and before. Go and have fun. Why are you still thinking about it? If you managed to give this guy your numbers, it means you trusted him. You sort of a bit trusted him. So just go, man. Give it a try. We are never safe with anyone. If you feel like this guy is cool, just go. Okay, I agreed. And then
we women, we are always scared to explore.
Yeah, and then Keta was like, please, I'm going to book flight tickets. There's no way you can, at last minute, going to decline this. Can I have your ID number?
So at this point, were you guys dating?
No, it was like our first date.
Okay. Yeah. And he was taking you out of?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sharp, I agreed.
I love that kind of date.
Yo. So hey, it's these guys that set these standards so high for us. That's why,
we need such guys. We need so many of them because
but they make it difficult for us to date now because you're always like, yeah, why are you taking me to Ocean Basket? No, why not to? I'm kidding. So yeah, but we went to George. It was nice, and then what he said to me that I liked, because where I stayed, there was a gym. So I used to go to gym. So he would look at my status update. So he then said to me, please don't forget to pack your gym wear. We're going to go for a run in the morning. And I was like, okay, you know me. Yeah, you've been studying me very well. So I packed my gym clothes. So we arrived. Got there, we showered, and there's like already booked a table for us to go and have dinner. So you can, look pretty. I always look at your pictures on Instagram because we're already following each other on socials. You can look pretty. We're going out for dinner. Yes. Decided to rock up, wore my nice little black red dress for dinner. Yes, ladies.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely a red dress for a dinner date.
Always a great idea.
Always a great idea. Yeah. So we went on another date. The second time we went to Mossel Bay, and then we went to, I don't remember where as well. And then our third date again was in Mozambique.
Wow.
So I posted a package of this other guy. So he had a package of trips. So I was like, so I posted on my WhatsApp status, and Katla was like, do you want to go to Moz? And I was like, well, yes. He's like, do you have a passport? I'm like, yes, my passport is new. I wanted to go to Botswana, but yeah. He's like, okay, not fine. We'll go to Botswana very soon. Let's go to Moz since you want to support your homeboy. So I was like, this is my type of guy. Very generous. He also wants to support other people that are closer to me because by then me and Fantuka were very close. So he immediately booked a trip for us. So Fantuka called me. He's like, hey, there's a guy by the name of Katleho. He says he's a boyfriend. He wants to go. I'm like, what? I'm like, he paid already? I'm like,
okay, take me to what happened. What happened? Yeah. Are you still dating?
No, we are not. So, this happened in March, and then the 1st of April, I wanted to come back home.
That's 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all these events happened like every month. Like there was somewhere where Katako was taking me. So beginning of April, COVID hit. Packed my bags. I wanted to come home. Even left my clothes in the city. Some of my favorite clothes, I left them. Bed there, everything. The apartments where I used to stay, the security guard there was very nice. So I said to him, my guy, I packed all my important documents. I packed some of the clothes that I think I like. The rest you can sell. He's like, no, but you don't take everything. I'm like, my guy, my health comes first. Even Katleho, I told Katleho, a day before I left that I'm leaving. I'm going back home. I'm not going to die here in the city because I was in Joburg and I was in Maboneng, and Maboneng was closer to CBD. The chaos, the virus by then was too much. I was like, nope, my health first. So I even told that I'm like, hey, my guy, I'm going home. But we're still following each other on social media. So I'm like, hey, my guy, I'm going home. Me and you will talk over the phone and we'll just continue communicating. So obviously, he moved on. He's a guy that loved traveling so much. He loved eating out and, so
what is your relationship? What is your relationship status now?
Right now, no. Right now, gentlemen. I'm very single.
Apply within.
I'm not seeing anyone.
You must apply within.
Yes, I'm not seeing anyone.
Submit your application.
Yeah, please.
There's vacancy.
Yeah, you must be between the ages of 35 to 45. Not, please.
As simple as that.
Yes.
She's not demanding for too much.
Yeah.
She makes her own money. she's an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys must freaking gents. You guys must ask us for dates, not the, like they'll just go, you're my babe. You're like, no.
Thank
not
you
like
very
that.
much, Mteigh. It was really nice having you here. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment. It's the moment of truth. So we have here baskets of truths.
Okay.
This is basket of truths. So you pick 5 questions.
All right. As long as I'm not dying, right?
You are not going to die. We are not killing you here.
Okay.
So you pick one, you give it to me.
Okay.
I'll read to you.
All right. Alrighty. Let's do this. Here's it.
Let's see. Okay. You said this while you were actually talking, so it shouldn't be an issue. Have you ever pretended to like a gift you didn't actually like?
Yeah, remember if someone is buying you a gift, you need to be nice, you know. You need to be grateful. You need to sound like you're grateful. You need to be very appreciative of the gift. When you get home, you just be like, why didn't you give me the money?
You go to the mall.
Yeah.
But you pretended you liked it.
Yeah, I pretended like I liked it.
Let's see. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in public?
Yo. Yeah, it has happened. Hey guys, we are not perfect, right? You guys are not going to judge me.
Of course.
So I remember I mentioned that 2020 I came back home and then I, got a job as a cleaner personnel in Transnet. So 2021, then in April, they cut us off at work. So they cut me in this other lead.
Okay.
Because I had, anyway. So it sort of stressed me because I wanted to save money for my business because my clothing brand, people back then, it was quiet. People were not buying clothes. So I wanted
because we didn't have anywhere to go.
I wanted to save money and so when we were cut off at work, I was a bit stressful, although most of my friends were like, no, we know you'll figure it out. We know you'll make a plan. We know you'll get something. So I used to go out a lot in 2021. So at some point I went out to this other establishment. So I had champagne, I then had ciders, and then I ended up vomiting. So I, vomited in front of people. So everyone was aware that I vomited. So, but the one thing that I liked about the establishment is that the ladies that were working there, I think most of them, they're bankitas, so they know me from social media. So they quickly, came and
they're able to understand that.
Yeah, but immediately I, started drinking water and then I asked my friend to, drop me off at home because I couldn't deal with having to, it was a little bit too much for me.
Okay, another one. I hope you pick a very tough one.
Is it?
Yeah, I hope.
Okay.
Tell me something that you have that lasted more than your relationship.
What is it? It's my business. Should it be a business? Yeah. So my business is turning 6 years on the 12th of April this month.
And what was the longest relationship you ever had?
It was 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's, congratulations on that. 6 years being in a business, it's not a joke.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people went into business and they can't even survive 1 year. Yeah. So, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm also turning a year older. So I launched my business on my birthday. So when my business turns a year older, I'm also turning a year older. So,
happy birthday.
Thank you.
When is your birthday?
On the 12th of April.
12th of April. Yes. So you must make sure, guys.
Please,
that's if you see this before. Yes. But I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see. I think you've answered. Who is your celebrity crush? You've answered this.
Yeah. But even Fololo T is also my crush. With these artists. Today is this one, tomorrow is this one.
So now it's your last one.
Okay. Hey.
The other one dropped.
Okay. So we put this one away. Okay.
Mention 5 things that ladies want the most that start with letter D. Yo. 5 things that ladies want most that start with letter D.
Yo, what did I pick? But
You have to answer. It's the moment of truth.
Yeah.
You have to tell your truth.
It's delicious food.
Okay, D.
But
Okay.
it's delicious.
Number 1.
Yeah, delicious.
Number 2.
You know, long drives. Long drives to.
No, that's L. Mean
It's
D.
drive.
D.
Okay. Yeah.
And I know you know, but you don't want to mention this. We know you know. I know you know.
Yeah, you guys
are. Empty. This is 18 plus show. You are free to. It's an 18 plus show. Don't worry. We are not going to censor. Like, just say it. Just say it the way it is. Say it. 5 D. We are still on number 2. And thank God this is actually the last question. I don't know why you actually picked it. No, so.
Alright, guys.
Number 2.
So it's. You said D, right?
Are you a Christian?
You said D,
yeah,
right?
D, 5 Ds that ladies want. 5 things that start with D.
Yeah, but
Let me see it
is a
that starts with letter D.
A drink, like a nice
yes,
drink.
Number 2.
Number 3, I know all these wild girls are just like, what are you saying? Okay, but a guy that dresses very well is
dressing well. Okay,
yeah,
number
but
3.
If you like me, don't worry. If you can't dress well, I'll help you to dress well. Don't worry.
Okay, so you don't get the question. Mention 5 things that ladies want the most that start with D.
Yeah, but I did say a drink.
Okay. Ladies start. Okay, like dressing well.
Delicious food.
Okay,
I know this one.
I know you are trying to, but don't worry, you are still coming there. You are coming there.
I feel like I'm gonna be swearing because I'm not a swearer. Okay. Forgive me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm even feeling hot. Okay, guys, it's a date. Can I say it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Finally, I said it. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it. Okay, I said a dig.
A dig. Okay. I'm going to. She said a dig. And then number 5.
A guy can move every now and then, so it's like be able to dance. Yeah, no.
Okay, dance.
Not too much, but yeah, at least move your. Don't be boring.
It's okay. And there's dildo.
Oh, that. No,
and then
if we have the natural one, then we are fine. We don't need that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to the baskets of the basket of reviews.
Whew. Hey, you guys are testing us now.
Basket of reviews.
Yeah. Hey. I still need to pick.
You still need to pick.
All right.
So let's see. The more you have it, the less you see. What is it?
The more you have it, the less you see. Is it money?
Money cannot blind you. The more you have it, the less you see it. You see. I hope she has not seen.
I said blessings.
Blessing cannot blind you. You want me to save you?
Yeah.
How are you going to pay me back?
It's money.
No, it's darkness. You know, when there's darkness, the more darkness you have, the less you see. You won't be able to see when there's darkness.
All right. Got it. Oh, we're at the university questions.
Called riddles. Okay, I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? I speak without mouth, and I hear without ears. I have no body structure, but I come alive with wind.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's an echo.
It's what? It's what?
Echo. Like when you're in an empty room and like it echoes.
Oh. Yeah, next
Okay,
question. We live and we learn.
What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
Century.
What comes in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years?
Second.
Okay, since our time is almost over, so let me just help you on this one again. The letter M. It comes once in a minute, like letter M.
Okay.
And twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years. M is not in 1,000 years.
Sure, yeah, no, ma'am. Give me 0, ma'am.
You want to continue?
Yeah, I want to. I will learn. I will,
The question is, what has a head, a tail, is brown, but no legs? It has a head, a tail, it's brown, but has no legs.
A cent.
Yeah, you got that right.
Oh,
A cent, a penny.
Hey, at least my daughter score.
At least the last one, last.
Yeah, no, this one.
This last one. Last. What gets sharper when the more you use it? What gets sharper? Like sharp. The more you use it.
A knife?
No, knife gets dull, like blunt.
Pencil?
Well,
Brain?
Yeah!
At least. Yo, I tried.
Yeah, you really did.
I tried.
Thank you very much. And please, before we finish this show, can you tell us how we can get you, how we can get your brand, your social media handles, more any project you're doing right now, what you're up to? Can you briefly, tell our people?
All right. So I closed down my business on the 23rd or the 24th of March. So I have to open on the 7th, which is on Sunday. But hey, business is tough. It's not going to happen on the 7th. Surely it will happen on the 15th because I have delays with suppliers and, companies that are doing printing for me. So yeah, I'm going to be opening on the 15th. So yeah, look out for like new merchandise. I have a socks collection that's coming up.
Wow,
nice.
Which
is something that, I've never had before. And yeah, there's new of these, oversized t-shirts that are coming up, working on a winter range. So there's a lot that's coming up. Oh, but it's costly. Hey, everything just needs money. So I'm just going to be this month dropping socks, next month dropping t-shirts, next month, because I can't do it at once. It's very costly because everything comes from my pocket. Like we said, that blazer that you guys were talking about on the
now
side.
You need the blazer.
I need that blazer. Yeah, I don't know if it's Petrus Motsepe or what, but yeah. So yeah, so it's that's happening. So I also need to do like a relaunch of the brand.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to be coming up, and There's a deal that I want to close very soon with a retail store,
Amen.
but I can't mention it. I'll just wait for the retail store to, agree to my terms. Remember when we are growing now, these brands, we also give them our terms. We don't always work on their terms. So we're waiting for that. So it's always about money, when you're an upcoming, they'll always want to say, we are giving you this much. So with me, I try always to say, at least, increase it with a bit of 1,000, just so I'm also happy. So yeah, that's that.
So
I'm
where
going to
can
be
we get
signing a
you?
deal very soon. So how you can reach me on social media with my business pages, it's MT on Instagram and also MT on Facebook. So I only have 2 accounts for
Can you
business.
spell it?
So MT is at MTEIGH.
He's actually wearing a brand.
Yeah, this is the t-shirt that I'm wearing today.
Very beautiful.
Thank you so much. And with my personal page, it's always Matebuho MT Veronica Tlalepe. Yes, so that's that. Even on Instagram, it's Matebuho MT Tlalepe. On TikTok is MT. On X is Lady MT. So yeah, that's where you can reach me. And thank you.
Thank you so much for having you. Well, I really enjoyed my, conversation with you. Thank you. We hope to, maybe in the future we'll be bringing you again to come and give us the juicy, this that is happening, the latest, that is happening with you. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's your girl on to this episode Unfolding with Kenny B. Thank you for watching, and I remain your host, Kenny Banks. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unfolding with Kenny B. Because when you subscribe, it encourages us to probably give you more content, to give you more videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unfolding with Kenny B. Until we see again, I remain your girl, Kenny Banks. Thank you. Bye.